Musicals have become another stage for K-pop idol stars, bringing a fresh vibe to Korea's musical scene. Today, we'll discover new opportunities and challenges coming with this trend. And we'll do that with Professor Chie Hye-won at Kyung University's Arts and Cultural Management Program, who is joining us today in the studio. Hello, Professor Chie.
Hello, good afternoon.
All right, let's begin with the latest and upcoming musicals that feature K-pop idol stars.
Right. For this holiday seasons, there are several Korean original musicals with the famous K-pop idols, K-pop stars, either recently opened or will open very soon within a month. First of all, EMK musical company's Matahari just opened in the first week of December, starring Ok Ju-hyun and Sola from Mamamoo. So Ok Ju-hyun actually has played the character since its first stage in 2016, and Sola has returned the show in 2 years. And another show produced by ENK musical company, The Man Who Laughs, will coming back in January, and the cast members include Kyung from Super Junior and Do-young from NCT. And another show from CJ ENM's Veritas is returning as well in January, starring Yang Yo-seop from Highlight. So you can get a chance to see the several Korean K-pop stars on stage in this winter.
And very different generations also, especially, I mean, Ok Ju-hyun, Sola, those names, really powerful voices.
Right.
Really looking forward to those.
And Do-young is kind of new, right?
So
That's
yes.
excellent. Yeah, and ticket sales for next year's shows are already open, and it looks like Idol Power is showing in the purchase figures.
Right. So ticket sales usually opened like a few weeks before the show's opening, but especially the shows, the performances with the idol cast members are selling out very easily based on the global fandom. So actually, it is not easy at all to get a ticket for the specific performances with the idol cast members. So for instance, the Man Who Laughs with Do-young, because it is his second musical within the 3 years, so 3.5 years actually. So I'm sure a lot of global fans has been waiting to see him again on stage. So we call it like picketing. So they just click it very quickly. So the tickets are sold out very quickly. So when it opened, the first period of sales in November, the show fastly ranked the #1 in the entire musical theater.
Wow. And the casting of idols in musicals, actually, it's not a new thing. It has received attention in the past, but they also used to be subject to criticism and bias at times, but it looks like that has changed these days.
Yeah, that has been changed. Because I remember it started from the early 2000s. The first generation of K-pop idol expanded their career to the musical theater, including Ok Ju-hyun and Yujin from SES, Kang Ta from H.O.T., and Son Ho-young and Kim Tae-woo from G.O.D. So there are some bias or criticism because some of them were not very good at acting in the first place, but they have very good, because they can sing, they could sing, so they tried to act very seriously. So those kind of good jobs, they did a very, very good job, and they reduced the prejudice gradually. So since 2010, many other idols such as Kim Jun-soo or Kyuhyun or Jo-gun, they come to the musical community, and I believe they are very serious about stage. So they were not just a K-pop idol doing musical theater; they became musical actors. So those time is kind of like a turning point. And more recently, many idol stars expanded their acting careers on stage, including Lee Hong-gi from FT Island, Seongkyu from Infinite, 서은광 and Lee Chang-seop from B2B, Wendy from Red Velvet, Kim Se-jung from 구구단, 정은지 from A-Pink, and K from Lovelyz, many others. So it's like their second career, and they expanded their acting careers as well.
You can really see that they are now being praised for their roles in those musicals when you see them reappear in new musicals.
Right. And I think some of the idol members wanted to do the musical actors, like they wanted to be acting careers as well, not only the singing. So they are very serious, more serious than before.
That's a great development to see.
Yes, it's quite interesting. So idol turned musical actors are increasingly being recognized for their talent and personality. What is it that makes them so attractive on stage, do you think?
I think many of the idol members have a lot of experiences for the live stages already, so they know very well how to be attractive on stage, and they know how to interact with the audience members. So they learn very fast, I think. So, and for the audience point of view, the idol members, idol stars are playing the characters, not being themselves. So they could discover the very different point of view and different attractions. So it's like the live musical theater is very different from the concert. So I think the idol members fast learners on live stages already.
And really, idol-turned musical actors are now also influencing the musical industry in itself. So let's talk about, first of all, the positive impacts.
I mentioned earlier the audience members, they bring more audience members to theaters based on the global fandoms. So that's one of the good things. And for the musical theater community, the producers could find the good actors like Kim Jun-soo or Ok Ju-yeon. And for the idol point of view, they could find their second career as well. So it's like a synergy effect for both of them.
But what about the negative impacts? Are there also some maybe challenges with these idols increasingly having a presence on the musical stage?
Right. The musical theater is basically very different from the music business. The musical producers or musical works have to be based on the works itself, not the stars. But if the audiences just come to see the stars, the show itself is not like it is hard to make them running without the stars. So it's very hard to make the show's brand without stars. It's one of the obstacles for the musical producers. And the other one is the casting idol stars is very, very expensive. So it might increase the ticket prices. So that is the other one that I think the negative impact. But some of the stars, the fans of the stars are like, for the specific shows, they pay way more than the face value of the ticket prices. So that's another effect to the musical community. So it's very, very hard to get the tickets. It's very hard. So that I agree, seeing the famous stars on stage are very attractive to the audience members, but we could have more systematic structures to make this community more healthier and diverse, and like maintain this community to the next generation. So I think we need more structure.
And I think considering that many of the fans of K-pop idols are young, price your tickets is going to be an issue for them, I would also have to say, because musical tickets are not really, cheap.
Yeah, it is expensive.
Yes. And these problems are not just limited to Korea, right? So, if so, what do you see as the areas that particularly need improvement?
Of course, especially these days, more stars are coming to Broadway or West End. Actually, Robert Downey Jr. made his Broadway debut recently. So for the new play McNeil, and George Clooney will make his debut for the show in Good Night and Good Luck in next year. So the stars do theaters, but the circumstances are a little bit different from Korea, because on Broadway or West End, even the stars do the 8 shows a week. So the audiences do not have to pay extra money for the specific performances, and the stars should join the Actors Equity Association. That's the union, actors union. So they follow the same rule any other actors, but we don't have those kind of rules, or we don't. Actually, the idol stars do 2 or 3 shows per week. So that's why the shows some of the fans pay way more for the specific shows. So I know it is not easy to improve the circumstances right away, but I believe we need more structure, and it could be improved gradually. I believe, I hope so. Yeah.
So maybe we could benchmark some of the systems from these other countries like the US or UK.
Right.
But Professor Chie, let's finish off with how do you see the growth potential of Korea's musical industry based on these increases of K-pop stars on the stage?
Actually, many K-pop idol actors, I just call them idol actors, are now playing, not playing the domestically, but they do the international touring productions or like international co-producing productions already. So they introduce more K-musicals to the international audiences and the producers. So it is very good opportunities to the Korean original musical and the producers as well to expand their market into the global marketplaces. And the Korean audiences just to see the Korean artists first, but they wanted to learn more about the Korean musicals and learn more about the Korean artists, other artists. So they just do very helpful to expand the markets to the global marketplaces.
Well, thank you very much, Professor Chie, for your insights today. And I love when we talk about musicals and how the musical industry expands here in Korea because I'm really into musicals these days.
I know that.
So I hope we get to talk about this topic again. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you, Walter, as always.
I'll see you on Wednesday.
See you on Wednesday.